What's going on, guys? Austin Zaback here with another YouTube video, and in this video I'm going to dive into my back-end analytics on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to break down how much I've actually made on multiple videos over 100,000 views all the way up to I think like 240,000 views. We're going to kind of dive in to all of the things that you need to know if you're a smaller YouTuber, you want to make money on YouTube, you want to know what analytics matter to the YouTube algorithm, then definitely stay tuned till the end of the video. These are different things that I've been studying for a very long time, and I'm nowhere near like massive on YouTube, but I do tell you what, I've been studying it for long enough to know the different things that I need to know. I'm going to dive into all the different analytics that matter, why they matter, and then talk about everything. If you would take just a quick minute and just smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, it would mean the world to me, okay? Typically on my channel, I'm talking about business, I'm talking about finance, I'm talking about real estate, and pretty much everything of the sort, okay? So go ahead and do that, and let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull up a video that I did probably a little over a year ago, and I've got it up on my computer here. We're gonna open it up and we're gonna dive into the actual analytics of the video, and I'm gonna talk to you and kind of break everything down. So this particular video is a very niche video, okay? It's actually not even that great of a video, but there's a couple of things that I did very, very well on this video that you definitely need to take into consideration. So one of the things that I did very, very, very well in this particular video is I did SEO just like top notch, okay? As good as you could possibly do it. Now, if you don't know what SEO is, it stands for search engine optimization. And essentially, YouTube is obviously owned by Google, right? So with this particular video, my tags on this video are on another level, okay? I'm gonna actually show you right now what my tags are in this video and then why that matters, okay? So here's my tags on the video, right? And as you can tell, there's multiple different tags that are in the dark blue that I rank very, very high for. Now, if you go ahead and you open up a new tab and you go Command-Shift-N, right? You go an incognito tab, and I move this tab over here where I'm screen recording, and then I type in ATM Business, okay? Because again, I have no cookies with the incognito, right? So, it's as if I was using just like a totally random computer. My YouTube video is actually the #1 searched video. Now, you're actually gonna see this tie in to the video. When I go up to the video, and I dive into the actual analytics of the video, it actually will reflect that when I actually dive into where all of the views are coming from, okay? So this video, when you actually look at the Google search, it is at 34.2%, right, of my total literally since published, okay, since September 15th of 2019, 34% of every view has came from a Google search. So that just goes to show that tags matter, okay? Your description matters, right? These things matter when you're posting YouTube videos, right? You want to take the time to really dive in to what tags to use, what description to use, what hashtags to use in your description, what to title the video, what to thumbnail the video. These things matter, and it is going to result in you getting ranked way higher above your competition in your niche, and then people actually clicking on that video, which is like your click-through rate and your view duration and those different things. But again, make sure you take the time because they do matter, and it'll result in you making a lot more money. So let's just go ahead and dive into that really quick. Okay, this is a video that again is a pretty evergreen video, right? This is a video that I would say I'm actually kind of on the low end of the spectrum right now. This is updating live, obviously. So in the last 48 hours, I've gotten 370 views on that particular video. Now again, remember, this video has been live for, what is that, like 14 months, okay? So 14 months later, I'm still getting like 100 to 200, and honestly, like upwards of 400 or 500 views a day, okay? I'm a little bit low right now. It kind of depends on like what time of the week for this particular video, right? So you can see YouTube search, obviously YouTube/Google search, okay? Those are kind of compiled into one with the way that we're looking at it right now. And again, here we are, right? Back in time, September, boom, boom, boom. I'm kind of going slow. I went from 12,000 to like 20,000 in a matter of like a very short period of time. And then I've just very consistently just climbed all the way up. And it's the same thing with my YouTube ad revenue. Now, we're gonna jump into that a little bit right now because I know that there's a lot of people that are watching, different YouTube channels, right? You're watching, Logan Paul, you're watching Jake Paul, you're watching, the Toy Box Kid, okay? And at the end of the day, everybody gets paid a little bit differently, right? So depending on what niche you want to get into on YouTube, or depending on what, like influencer or YouTuber you're paying attention to, will depend on how much money they're actually making from ads. Okay, so when we go ahead and look at my ad revenue for this particular video, my CPM is like on another level. Now, if you're not familiar with what CPM stands for, CPM is cost per milli, okay? And basically what it means is it means how much the advertiser is going to pay per 1,000 views, okay? So that essentially means right there, $32.64 averaged out, okay, since published, means that per 1,000 views, the total gross income on that particular video is $32.64. Now, RPM means my take home, okay? Because obviously, as a creator on YouTube, once you get monetized, you are a partner with YouTube, right? So YouTube is kind of my silent partner, obviously, and I split my revenue with YouTube, right? So the total gross is $32 per 1,000 views, and my take home, my net number is $23 per 1,000 views. Now that is a very, very, very high CPM. So what you want to remember is, when you look at like the entertainment niche, you look at, the prank niche, you look at like a lot of these other niches, okay, like the beauty niche, fashion, okay, a lot of those niches are much lower CPM because the advertiser doesn't want to spend as much money to be featured on those channels. The entrepreneur niche, however, okay, the entrepreneur, the business, the finance, the real estate niche, okay, that niche supposedly is the highest paid niche on the platform of YouTube, which is the niche that I'm in, okay? So, again, it depends video by video, right? If there's like cursing in the video or I'm saying inappropriate stuff, then, that video will have a much lower CPM. So, you want to take all of those things into consideration, when you're making YouTube videos. So as you can see, about $2,500, okay, on about 107,000 views, okay, $2,500. Now I'm just gonna compare and contrast that with another video really quick, okay, and a little bit of a different, on my channel, but a little bit of a different topic, because it will vary by topic, even though your channel is in like a particular niche. If I make one YouTube video on, like, for example, like the video I'm shooting right now on how much I made with YouTube, this video that I'm shooting right now will probably be a lower paid CPM for this particular video than if I went and made a video on like real estate or on Tesla or on the stock market or whatever, okay? So let's check out this video right here. Got 240,000 views. Now I made this video, it's a stimulus video, okay? And I was talking about, the different stimulus stuff. Now, this is not an evergreen video, okay? Evergreen video means that, I make the video one time and it will be, a video that'll continue to be relevant for, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years, okay? So this is what I would call like a trending video. It's more of a trending topic on the platform of YouTube, and it is not gonna be relevant, literally like a month later. And you can see that when my views literally just spiked, okay? So I posted the video and you literally look at my views. On May 8th, I posted the video, and by May 12th, or by May 14th, it had 231,000 views, right? So in 4 days, it had double the amount of views that my other video has in 14 months. But again, it just died off. Like, look at, like, it's just dead, like deader than a doornail, okay? So understand the difference between like evergreen content and, content that is like super niche, super trendy, super like current event type of content. But now check it out, okay? Let's go ahead and go to my revenue. So on this particular video, my CPM was half of what that other video I just showed you was. My CPM on this video is $16.34, okay? My take home was almost $10, so $9.97, and I made the same amount of money, but again, I got 240,000 views as opposed to 107, okay? So there's a very, very big difference there, right? Again, these are things you want to take into consideration when you're making YouTube videos, right? When you're picking your niche, do you want to be in the cooking niche? Do you want to be in the entertainment niche? Do you want to be in the prank niche? Do you want to start a podcast and be in the podcast niche, right? Do you want to talk about business, finance, real estate, the stock market, right? Those are things to pay attention to and to look at when you're watching other YouTubers. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and talk just about a couple of more things. By the way, I hope you're enjoying the video and getting a little bit of value from the video, okay? It would mean the world to me if you took just a quick minute and smash the like button. Do it for the YouTube algorithm if you're not gonna do it for me. Also, consider subscribing, okay? I'm always talking about business, life, money, finance, real estate, the whole thing. So let's just go ahead and dive in here to like my overall channel really quick. And let's look at, and again, you know, I'm not at like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right? But I have bought into the Graham Stephan YouTube Academy course. I've also bought into Meet Kevin YouTube course. I've talked to a lot of these guys. I'm friends with a lot of these guys. And, you know, I've studied the YouTube algorithm. Now, why I'm not at, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, I think it's due to a lack of consistency over the last couple of years. I have a couple of businesses that I've been running, and you know, I just haven't been able to be as consistent as I would have liked to have been, but that is all about to change. So make sure you subscribe. But let's go ahead and jump into my main channel. So you got click-through rate is a very, very, very important factor with the YouTube algorithm, right? And click-through rate really just means that, you know, let's just say like out of 100 people that see my video, right, on the browse page, the watch page, the recommended page, when you're like, you just watch the video and there's like a bunch of recommended videos, or like in your, like people are actually like searching it on Google or on YouTube, it means that out of every like 100 people that see the video, how many people actually click on the video? My overall, like in the last 28 days right now, is a 5.1% click-through rate, right? Which again, based on like everything that I see, when I look at, you know, a lot of the bigger YouTubers, I think that's actually a fairly high click-through rate. So I think it's really just like a matter of time before the YouTube algorithm kind of pushes my channel and we blow up, okay? Obviously, I've got to bring a ton of more value to you, a ton more content, and I'm gonna do that, okay? I've been working on bringing a lot of content to you lately, but that is your click-through rate. So you wanna make sure you have good thumbnails, right? You look back in time you know, you look back at like Casey Neistat and like Mr. Beast and a lot of the bigger YouTubers back in the day, that's how like clickbait became a thing, right? Because people had to like clickbait you into watching the video, and then the YouTube algorithm changed, because what a lot of people did back in the day is they would clickbait you and then the actual video itself had hardly anything to do with the thumbnail, right? So then the YouTube algorithm changed, they evolved, and they said, okay, well, it isn't just click-through rate anymore, it's also view duration, right? Because what would happen is when people were clickbaiting everybody, their click-through rate was really high and their view duration was really low, because they would click on the video, they would realize that they just got clickbaited, and then they would click off the video, right? So, you know, another thing that really matters now is actually your average view duration. So YouTube looks at your click-through rate, they want to see that people are clicking through onto your video, and then they want to see that they're staying on the video. And the kind of back end of the YouTube studio is always changing and evolving, but they actually just updated this where they show you like key moments for audience retention in your last 10 videos. So I can actually see like where people are falling off my video, you know, and like, you know, did I bore you? You know, was my intro too long? Was the video itself too long? And I can start to analyze different things, okay? So understand that you want a high click-through rate and you want a long view duration, right? And those two things combined are going to help you succeed on the YouTube platform. So look, at the end of the day, YouTube is a phenomenal platform that anybody can really get on, okay? And anybody can succeed, right? You have to have something to talk about, but everybody has something to talk about. You just have to put a little bit of thought into what that is going to look and feel like, okay? So I really encourage you to get on the platform of YouTube and become a content creator. You know, obviously, YouTube ad revenue probably, I mean, depending on who you are, it probably isn't going to like make you rich. It could, okay, it could, it definitely can. But you know, there's a lot of other ways that you can get paid on YouTube. And if you liked this video, drop into the comment section letting me know what I left out, because I would love to dive in even deeper. Like if you really like the video, into my backend analytics, and maybe do like an update video as I grow and as I scale on the YouTube platform, okay? But you know, we can kind of look at like overall revenue. Again, my CPM and my RPM are a little bit lower because there was that spike where you see right there where I did a bunch of stimulus videos, and at the end of the day, that brought my overall CPM and RPM down a little bit. So that is kind of my total income on the platform of YouTube. Again, I've been inconsistent for, you know, a couple of years, okay? So I have not taken YouTube as seriously as, you know, a lot of creators out there, and that is the reason that I think that these numbers aren't significantly higher, and I think they will be very soon. So I appreciate you for watching the video, okay? Again, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Drop in the comment section down below letting me know what you would like to see in a future video, and again, I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.